Hey everybody, welcome to your next course. Just got through with one or two more, and we've got another one here. So I think most of you are getting into the final stretch, so that's good. Got my scenery here. This week I'm a little theme theme, motivation, inspiration. A little bit about commitment. All of you have gotten this far in the program, so you've been committed. Sometimes I just bring this up because sometimes it's difficult to stay committed, between whatever it is. So, I'm just trying to come up with different ways to, keep you motivated. This little phrase here about commitment means staying loyal to what you said you were going to do long after the mood you set it in left you. So that's pretty much got to do with, we sometimes we decide to do things, but then we change our minds later, um, or we kind of fizzle out, or whatever you want to call it. Um, so that's all my point this week is, you made a commitment to do something. Don't let those distractors, sometimes, I got this one here about uh, do not expect positive change in your life if you surround yourself with negative people. And it's not just about people, though. It's about, environments, could be personal habits, things that distract you from doing what you need to be doing. You all been with me, I think most of you have been with me a few years now, and, I harp about school part of your life instead of something extra on a Sunday. And so, and part of your life is, if you got distractors, negative things that cause you to not be able to do what you want to do, um, like that initial commitment you made to yourself, then you need to work on that and figure out how to balance that, or, navigate around, or whatever the case is. So that's my point. So, all right, new course, international business. So, it's pretty much the format's the same in here, so you all know how to get into your ebooks. You got your week, your discussions, your presentations, discussion quiz. Okay, so in this course here, so reaction paper. Okay, so that's your homework, week one's homework. Um, and make sure you scroll down here. So basically what you're doing is you're going to write a page on what you learned this week. So like chapter 1 you learned this, 2 and 3, so maybe 3 paragraphs on what you learned. So that's what that is. And so you'll have that every week, but you're also going to have, starting in week 2, you'll also have, so you'll have the reaction paper to what you learned, and then you'll have a current event paper. So that's starting next week. But for this week, you just have to do this reaction paper and then the discussion. And discussion is always, most of you have been doing real good discussions in the past. So, I mean, you know how it works, where you have to have, you write something and it's more than a sentence or more than I agree and so forth. So just keep doing what you've been doing there and you'll be good to go. They have the chapters this week. You got 3 chapters. So we got globalization, we got differences in political economy, and differences in culture. So globalization, international business. Um, I'm older now, but I remember back in the 70s when the idea of buying a Toyota was getting to be new. It was something new, and there was a lot of resistance uh, to it. One, because it was Japanese, and two, a lot of the people in the older generation at that time still remembered World War II. So the Japanese to them was not a positive thought. But as time goes by and people move on, you got globalization. So today everything is interactive, what do you want to call it? Interacts together. Trade, parts for different things, so there's the globalization, and then the differences in political economy. Now that has to do, right here, it's, political economy refers to its political, economic, and legal systems. So again, as business people, when they look to expand, go international, there's things they look at, the stability of the country they're looking at, the legal system, the politics, whether or not they're going to be able to sustain opening a store, a business, an affiliate, or whatever it is. So that's what we're talking about in that case. And then on that last one, cultural differences. that's a huge thing. So I don't know how many of you have been travel. You know, I've had the opportunity to go places. Culture is a big thing, depending on where you're at. You know, so that's the other thing that has to be taken in consideration. So that's what chapters covered this week, and so there you go. I don't think. Let me make sure. I don't think you got a project on this one. So, no, you just have the, you know, starting in week 2, you got 2 assignments each week. And then in week 5, you don't have any, you just have your quiz and your final. So, you know, you should be okay there. And then the only other thing I'll give you is the test question. Some of you love these test questions. So, there you go. You can let me know what the 4-year-old grandson's doing in this one. So, with that, I'll let you all go. Have a great week. Great having you all again. I kind of like just having, you know, the same group of people for the most part, and just see you during the week, or, you know, always get in touch with me if you need anything, and that'll do it. Take care.